So we got into a big argument a while ago where I was shitting on Bruce Lee, and I think he's overhyped as fuck. He's a cool dude, but a little over. Like, there are a lot of people think Bruce Lee was legitimately like one of the strongest people and best fighters in the history of all the world.
He was very good, but he was not.
He was probably very good, but he didn't do much competition fighting, right? And it's really hard to make those claims.
When he did do kumites, though, he smoked people.
Sure.
But nowadays we have like
we've got so many. But there are people that legitimately think that like Bruce Lee could come back in any discipline,
and just destroy like 5 McGregors.
And there were like several people that were trying to come on and make the argument that like everybody in MMA or everybody like in UFC uses Jeet Kune Do or whatever, like Bruce Lee's fighting style, and like I don't know, and all the people that knew anything about UFC, like nobody could name a single fucking fighter. There was like one.
No,
dude,
the only consistent martial art in UFC is jiu-jitsu.
Sure.
Like almost like almost everybody in UFC.
Jiu-jitsu is striking. That's not grappling, is it?
No striking. Opposite.
Oh, it's
jiu-jitsu is exclusively grappling.
Okay.
Yeah, and maybe joint locks at like some level, but like jiu-jitsu is the only consistent martial art in UFC, pretty much, and maybe some boxing. McGregor said that Bruce Lee would be very good in the UFC. Yeah, but how does he know? He didn't meet the guy.
What Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is all ground fighting, right?
Yeah, pretty much. You
JJ,
actually start standing though.
Well, don't you start everything standing? Even wrestling, you start standing, don't you?
Well, do you? I thought wrestling you start like.
Don't you like?
Yeah, but like you start full standing, but
yeah. Oh, you mean like standing with distance? So
like, yeah. Oh, and then you like tap and like you can go in. So there's like a lot of stuff to take down from there.
Okay. Here's an interesting question.
Jiu-jitsu seems like shit in a real fight. Why?
Do you think McGregor's going to retire after the fight, win or lose?
Can you ask him to explain Ethereum and the Bitcoin for?
Fuck, chill out.
I really want to have the Ethereum discussion at some point. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. We got like Dunkirk in queue, and then after that, who knows?
Do you think McGregor's going to retire after Mayweather? No, win or lose?
I think it's smart for him too.
He makes like $3 million a fight or some shit.
Well, moreover,
and with this, he's guaranteed 70.
Yeah, 70, 75.
Do you think he goes back to fighting? Is like the champion and all that important to him? The drive to be the best, or do you think
he doesn't want to ruin his like how would you describe it? Like mental. You know how like after getting beat up a lot, you just get dull. There's some name for it. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Have you heard of it? Like if you're boxing for a long period of time.
Oh yeah, you get fucked in the head.
Yeah, I guess that's how you describe it. Yeah, there's some word for it, but I would say that I think he doesn't want that to. Yeah, punch drunk. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, he definitely doesn't want to do that. He's talked about that before, so I think it would be smart for him too because he could like retire on the height of his career, have enough money, more money than God, be fine for the rest of his life, and you know you also retire like in like the height of height, right? Like.
With the biggest payday you're probably ever going to take down.
Yeah, I think it's only downhill from there. So if he's really smart, he will. But sometimes greed like gets the best of people.
So I don't. Maybe the only counter argument that I would say, I wouldn't say greed. I think that's a really bad way to put it. Is that I don't know. Okay, so I'm I don't know fucking anything about fighting or UFC or MMA or anything. Okay, but when I look at McGregor and I look at the way that he talks and the way that he acts and I guess his record and everything in terms of fighting, he seems like a guy that isn't driven by money. Like being the best. Like is really important to him. Like it means.
It's so hard to say. Like, can you like? It's hard. I'll tell you. Like, just like dealing with a lot of esports athletes, it's very hard to say.
So
people will always say that as like a public image type of thing. But do they really own it internally? Like
I believe that. That was actually the exact same I was going to go to. Is I know a lot of esports people that were, at least in Starcraft, were really, really, really good. But it was never a question of like, I'm really happy that I knocked down this prize pool, and maybe I could think about retiring. It was like I want to play at the top of my game. The money is nice, but I don't even care that much about it. But being like on top or the best is like the most important.
Doesn't it feel to you that like from Starcraft and League of Legends that like and all esports, right? That a lot of people will say that stuff, they'll have that narrative, but in reality, they are just kind of there almost by accident because they just played so many video games that they kind of got there.
I don't know. So for people saying that like McGregor literally says all the time he's only here for the money, maybe I'm naive. I don't think you could be that good and only be there for the money. I think he has to want it more than that.
I want to believe you. I really want to believe you, yeah. 10 million just off this fight with Diaz. Wow. 100 million off this fight.
I think it's 100 to the winner, right? And 70 for the loser?
God, that's massive.
Yeah, that's probably a little bit more than you guys make like in a year with your 27 fucking CLG houses and shit. What's your guys' gross?
Yeah, I'll talk about that on your stream.
Oh, shit.
That's great.
The UFC is so lucky that they have somebody like McGregor.
McGregor, yeah.
Like, dude, that's like the luckiest shit. Can you imagine what it would do for esports if we had like a McGregor-esque fucking figure?
I would love that. Yeah,
dude, that would be amazing.
It was almost double lift for a while. He came close, but he didn't go the full route down.
League guys are really even compared to some of the Starcraft dudes. Like I don't know, I think League people are really boring, and I think the MOBA people in general are really boring.
There's some really good personalities, but
are there?
I feel like it. Yeah, I mean, one of the problems that Riot almost had was that they didn't, before they put in the NA rule, it was just happening. There was like a lot of Chinese and Korean people coming in to the extent that like the language barrier was so bad you couldn't understand. So that was actually a real problem for it. It still kind of is. If you look at like a lot of the teams in the LCS, a lot of them are not primarily English-speaking teams, and I think that lowers the relationship between the NA fans and their teams a lot.
So it sounds like really racist to say, but like I think that trade-off you make for skill and personality, that like I think it hurts the business overall. Like I've noticed that the Koreans are generally really fucking boring. Like wins like the whole championship, and he's like, "Oh, how do you feel?" And it's like, "Very good. Glad I won.
I've honored my family. This is very good." And they just don't see them like. Well, I mean, it's reflected in the viewership, right? Like you could just see it. And this goes all the way back to Starcraft.
Yeah. And when you get those Koreans, in Starcraft, do you remember like MC?
Of course.
Yeah, when you get those Koreans that are really entertaining, that's like
it just peaks. Yeah, and it's completely different. But the culture of Korea just doesn't allow. I think that. Oh yeah.
How do you get that perfect? Like the dream that never happened in StarCraft, that never ever happened, and I don't know if it's similar in League. Are the Koreans like the best at League?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Like the dream.
It's
scenario,
exactly the same as StarCraft.
So the dream scenario is you get that foreigner or foreign team that has that attitude that can be competitive. If you have that storyline, dude, that's like the dream, the holy grail of and not like. They're good enough to get to like the round of 16 or something, but like could get to the finals or put up like a really good fight or win.
I feel like if Stefano was a bit better, he could have been that guy.
Yeah. Or Naniwa.
Naniwa was. So?
Oh yeah, Naniwa was. I would say that Naniwa was probably one of the best foreigners.
But I know his skill, but his personality.
Dude, he was so hateable. He talked shit all the time. Yeah. He didn't do any GG bullshit. Naniwa was funny as fuck.
That's true. Yeah.
I think Naniwa would have been like one of the perfect. But the best thing about Naniwa wasn't his even his like his kind of shit talking. He had like the attitude of like a fucking warrior. Like he was one of those guys where like the money wasn't that important to him. Like he really wanted to be like the best fucking foreigner, and he put in the hours when no other foreigner did, and he worked really fucking hard to get to where he did. Naniwa would have been like a really good, in terms of like a balance of like skill and personality or whatever. I think Naniwa would have been there. Idra was okay, but I don't think Idra ever got good enough to really get there. But Idra obviously.
Everybody was like either just below how good they should be or just below like the personality limit. Like, you know who's another one? Like, so for being good, but personality, Pult. If Pult was just a little bit more toxic or like a little more out there, right? And he had everything. He had the English and he had the wins and everything, right? Like he could have done it. And if Stefano was just a little bit better, he would have carried a couple more championships. And he was doing weird stuff like getting dragged out of clubs and all that stuff. So like he was in there, right?
Yeah.
You could have done it, but again, a little bit better. Good at it.
Probably a lot.
You never really competed though. I mean, I guess you did in the beginning, but SC2 Idra was good, I think, when he played in GSL.
Oh my god, dude. Did you remember Combat X?
No.
He was one of my favorite Starcraft players.
How old was that? That might have been like before my time.
Maybe. He talks so much shit, dude, but... Oh, fuck. He came really close to making a big break. Who did he beat? Which Protoss Pro? Dude, I don't remember how many stories, because I always talk to him privately. I don't remember how many stories he ever told stream or whatever. I don't remember if I was at a LAN with him or he was telling me about a LAN that he did where like this guy was the most BM fucking dude ever, right? This guy is like, he's at a fucking LAN. He's playing a kid in some like LAN tournament or whatever. This is like the round of 4 or the round of 8, like pretty deep in. And he was so smart and he was very cheesy sometimes, all the time. But he either macro cheese or like hardcore like early cheese. So either play for late game like really quick,
or
like,
just cannon rush.
Or and he had got a kid like 2 times like on a cannon rush, and he's like in the middle of like fucking this kid's base up, right? Like, he's got cannons and shit, and the kid is like trying to defend, and he like hits him and he runs over. He's like, dude, like your shit is fucked. Dude. Like,
oh my god!
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? And it's like.
And the that guy just tilted out of his mind, or like,
yeah, well, he was already like fucking. He was probably fun, but like, oh my god, dude, he was Combat X is fucking hilarious.
That was before like people GG'd like right away in StarCraft, because I feel like in the GSL now, if there's even an inkling that you're gonna lose, you just GG.
Oh, maybe I don't watch it.
Yeah,
now, so
that's like how it is like now. That's actually so funny.
Yeah, dude, that guy was funny as fuck. I love that dude. But yeah, that's what like we're waiting for. Like if that ever happens, like in any esport.
Can someone link that video?
I don't think it was a video. He either told me the story or I saw it. I'm trying to remember if I saw him at a LAN or not, or if he told me. I think he told me this. This was a long time ago.
Yeah, you know what? You know what? There's something about the LCS that I obviously like have to be like a little bit more careful. Like, but I think that like with the LCS, a problem that I've always noticed is that no one is willing to go beyond the rules, right? Like, we're not even willing to even do a little bit.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, like, so the way that I'll give you an example, right? So on Dignitas, when I was a coach, I used to, before I ran CLG, I ran North America for Dignitas. And Riot had this rule at the time that was, if you were going to be on stage for like one season, you had to have a coach on stage, which is the current rule, right?
Oh, okay.
So if you're going to be on stage, you have to have a coach. And at the time, we had a lot of remote coaches, so we didn't really want to have a coach. Okay. But we had to have one. So I was basically forced to go to the LCS at the time and be on stage because you need to have someone on stage. So I just made all these like elaborate ways to kind of like troll because I had to be on stage. I held up a sign that was like, Riot is holding me hostage. There's like a YouTube video that's like, I did a dance and like served someone that was on the stage and stuff like that. There's none of that like kind of showmanship, and I never got in trouble. Like nobody was like, hey, that's against the rule. Like nobody said anything, right? Like there's just not enough like people standing up and like going like that. Like in CS:GO, you see that a lot. Like there's a lot more of that where like people are turning, they're like, what now? Like, you know what I mean?
Do you remember? This is like one of the most awkward fucking things. This is a hold on, let me. It's very bad, but like, oh god, what is this? With this kid. Oh shit, I'm not gonna be able to find it.
Does that really count?
What?
Carlton, the Unicorn Love general manager dressing up? I actually think he's the owner, right? I'm pretty sure that guy was the owner. Remember when he took down In Control?
Where's the kid that screams at the guy when they're at the LAN and he's like across him? Does anybody know what I'm looking for?
What?
It's not this. Oh my god. Oh. No. Oh my god. What am I looking for, guys? Is it COD? Oh, it might be Call of Duty.
Oh, COD produces some of the actually like most toxic
as fuck.
Yeah.
But like, hold on.
It's a completely different animal. Someone linked it.
Okay, listen to the energy in this crowd, okay? And how much it changes. You can hear it through here?
Yeah.
Like everybody gets like everybody like gets so quiet. Oh fuck! I remember that guy without the music. Oh shit, dude. Yeah, that's pretty funny.
I meant to say fan.
The fighting game community is like they're too far in the other direction.
Smash though is really tame.
I'm talking about fighting games.
Wait, what? Smash is not a fighting game?
Smash is not a fighting game. Smash is a party game. So in the fighting game community, they go real fucking hard, but they don't have like any of the professionalism. So they don't.
There are so many people in this house that would just.
I know. I was almost gonna make the joke when I saw the Smash shit over there.
Actually, fight you. Do you really believe that though?
No, I really
it's
don't
not
care.
It's at Evo.
Huh?
It's at Evo.
So was fucking Angry Birds one year. I don't know if
I
that's
don't
true.
think Angry Birds was there. Yeah, sometimes you.
I'm sure there's something. Yeah, there's probably something at Evo that wasn't a fighting game.
God damn. Yeah. There is no way. That triggered a couple people in chat. That triggered me, dude. We have a Smash team. Yeah, Smash is super legit.
They're like
Captain was an Evo.
Hold on. Here's
Was it really? Captain's a great fighting game, dude.
Oh no. Oh, it's Viscan. Alright, this is so dumb. Dude, the fighting game community goes so hard, but they're like never gonna get any sponsors or anything because of how fucked.
I didn't know anything about like they're actually toxic or what.
No, the fighting game community is like calling people like N-words and shit, like hardcore fucking toxic. But they like, that's how they like do it.
It says 5 million views.
Okay.
Low tier God.
That's how I know you as. Now, tell us a little bit about what the hell is going on here, man.
First off, I played this has-been online with his dad jeans. Played him online. He played my 2-week-old Rolento. The original score was 5-3. And then he wanted to keep playing. It was a set, an original set is 5, first to 5, right? That's what sets are, correct? He wanted to keep playing. I said, fuck it. You know what? I'm going to keep playing this dude's Blanca. Okay, the final score 20-6, but it was a troll session. Original score 5-3. So I went on Twitter, called this guy out, called him a has-been, called him a rape face, Charles Manson, anything you could think of. This dude looks like a fucking zombie out of The Walking Dead. Then he comes here dressed like he got his outfit out of fucking Target. So, as simple as that, I made a video. The first guy I could think of on why gamers were single was Viscan. This dude looks like he lives in his basement. He looks like he never gets sun. He could possibly be a fucking vampire. So after that, he goes on Twitter. He starts e-thugging. You don't know me. As simple as that. You could call me a bitch online all you want, but in real life, this isn't a fucking game. As simple as that. You say it to my face right now.
All right.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting too high.
And that's it. AJ is popping off. He is popping off right now. And look, I got one more thing to say. So, there's going to come a point when you forget about what happened, and you're going to want to come back at me. And you're going to want to wash the taste of my dick out of your mouth.
Now the field
This is tame shit too. This is like tame shit in like the fighting game community, dude. These guys are fucking hilarious.
This is like one step away from 8 Mile, dude.
Dude, there's like so many. These guys they get controllers because they're like big on this like Oh yeah, go actually. Sorry.
Safe.
Yeah.
These controllers like $200? The 6 they use or whatever.
All right now, Stafford.
This round.
Double match. Stafford has to be.
He's got to be sad.
You gotta be salty after that because he
hadn't won the previous round. Stick. He is that salty.
Wow, he just broke his buttons too. I hope that's not a next level stick.
It might be.
I really.
I'm sorry. They're only like $30. I thought these like really nice sticks were like $100. Oh, I think they get it on stream after. They get,
it's crazy.
Might as well. All right.
This is what happened. See that? You see that?
The rage.
Yo, T-Pie Sunday. Dude, we have the ball.
$30 for the bundled Wii ones? Yeah, okay. Where am I at? I'm at the CLG house. Fuck, I haven't been running any commercials like since I got here to this country. Or state.
All the burgers should be in the...
But yeah, how it works
Look at this, 8 ton of damage right there.
Oh, I don't think I've seen this.
Look at this, 8 ton of damage right there. Maybe this is their new strat that they're going to work with. He drops that totem, but what a kick on healing surge. There's a crowd. Oh, he did it. Wow, no great peel from Rectal. Alex trying his best to peel, but the team of Complexity really coming out strong here on Digi. And Digi going down to 15k, absolutely nothing left. Calling, please kill him. Goes into Ghost Wolf, into a stun, out of it. There's that late trinket, but still goes down in the middle of the ring.
Oh, that wasn't too bad.
Hang on, I have a small disaster.
What?
I dropped a milkshake on the floor. Okay,
Are you fucking serious? We have milkshakes here? I tried to drink, dude. I don't know if it was because of all the caffeine that I drank. So when I was young, I think I said this a few times. When I was young, I drank a lot of soda, maybe 12 to 20 cans a day of Pepsi, and I feel like I destroyed my like caffeine receptors. I feel like I don't like. I tried one of those 5-hour energy drinks earlier to see if it would like hype me up, and the dude's like, "You should only take half. Like you might start shaking." But like it has like no impact on me whatsoever. I kind of wonder.
What?
Be careful. What?
It's
Oh, that
too
5-hour
late.
energy drink earlier didn't faze me at all, dude. I think I don't think that shit does anything for me.
I don't
Oh,
believe
shit.
it. It did nothing for you?
No.
Are you a mutant?
I drank a lot of caffeine when I was younger, so I wonder if like that like influences, like builds a tolerance, and now it just doesn't do shit for me anymore.
Drink
I drink
7.
like Red Bulls every now, like before going to sleep too, and it doesn't like bother me.
Drink 7.
7?
7 of them.
Well, I don't want to like go out looking for these things, but I don't know. It just makes me wonder.
No, it is very strange. You're the only person I've ever met that doesn't have a reaction to it. Hang on one second.
Good, I'm special. Be careful. Clean your milkshake up.
I'm going to.
Did you get extreme headaches, like caffeine withdrawals? Oh, I never actually thought about that. When I was growing up as a teenager, I don't know what they're called, but I would get the worst headaches right here behind my eye, agonizing. I remember banging my head against the wall because this sounds really memey. I wasn't like suicidal, but I remember that like if I would bang my head against something, the generalized dulling of that sensation would feel good. It was the only way to relieve the pain. I wonder if I would kill myself if I had these throughout my entire life. I don't know what these were, but right here behind my eye, or whenever I would get them, I would have to bang my head against the wall for like 30 minutes to an hour before it went away. It was the worst fucking, oh my god, it was so bad. It's called an ocular migraine. Yeah, whatever the fuck that shit is fucking horrible. Holy shit. I used to get a migraine every Thursday, every week. Yeah, that shit sucks. I also used to get something really bad called growing pains. But that's what they always call them in the family. I don't know what it was, where like my leg would like just hurt like so bad. And it was like this soreness, and I couldn't sleep when I had it. I hated it. I don't know if it was like really growing pains or not, but.
I'm very trying to plan, but I'm fucking bad at this. Do you have anything on that?
I don't know. I'm sure it was like something. I was probably like. I wonder if it was like a nutrient deficiency or some shit. I don't know. I had those bad. I think I only ever got those in my legs, like in my shins. I feel like is where they would always be at.
What?
I'm not sure.
What? Maybe. I was just worried about the ants. Yeah.
My family said it was when your bones grow. Yeah, I don't know what it actually was, but. Oh, it's just like it's like these like this like happens like I don't want to say like on the regular, but compared to like any other game. So these things are worth like at least $200, right? These are like really expensive. Like
He's got to be sad. You gotta be salty after that because he
hadn't won the previous round.
Wow,
Whoa,
stick.
he stick. He is
What are you
that
doing?
salty.
Yeah.
Wow. You see that?
This is really funny. Dude. The fighting game community. It's like going into like the fucking jungle.
Yeah,
like,
that's
dude,
pretty
these guys
crazy.
are crazy. It's funny.
So does that maybe that's a big part of the publicity. Maybe that's why.
A little bit. So
yeah.
the fighting game community, I don't know as much about history as other people, but I think like they make an effort where they'll say like we don't want you sponsors, like stay the fuck out, like we're gonna keep it raw as fuck. Like they make those decisions.
That's
like,
cool.
They prefer to do like the local land. Well, they also get in a lot of trouble too because like I said, like it's a hardcore. Like you're talking like they would laugh at the shit that we make big deals out of. Like
Yeah.
they're throwing N-words and shit around. Like that's like the baby shit to them. Like this
Yeah.
crazy fucking. It's crazy, dude.